I welcome Dr. S. Ahalya, Principal, Government Ayurveda Medical College, to the dais.
It's a moment in itself for me. In fact, it so happened that Dr. S. M. Angadi happens to be my father-in-law, and he was the former director of Ayush. He served there for almost 10 long years, and fortunately, we had another program here in this college, and he was chief guest for that. And we are fortunate to have his blessings on this occasion. So I just invited him to this CME also. Another person on the dais happens to be another family friend of mine, Dr. A.L. Patil, sir, who is also a former director of Ayush. I take this opportunity to welcome him also. And as always, we have our beloved principal also here. So just a thought of bringing to his notice what the activities we are doing here, because that everyone says that his period of 10 years was said to be the golden era of Ayush, because so many Ayush government Ayush dispensaries crept up during that phase. So just felt of expressing my gratitude, and whatever a little that I could achieve is because of his blessings also. So the thought of bringing him to this occasion, and I just request our beloved principal madam to offer a kit as a token of our appreciation to our Dr. S. M. Angadi, sir. I also request Dr. Ahalya madam to offer kit to our A.L. Patil sir also. Thank you so much. Okay.
I am Dr. S. M. Angadi, ex-director of, previously it was called Directorate of Indian Systems of Medicine and Homeopathy. Now it is Ayush Department. A good name. Actually, when Sushma Swaraj was the Central Health Minister, she suggested this name, and it is very, very suitable to Ayurveda. Ayurveda, Ayurveda. The Ayush, you know, everybody knows that one word of each system is A for Ayurveda, Y for Yoga and Naturopathy, U for Unani, S for Siddha, H for Homeopathy. Ayush, the very suitable term now. I was the director for 10 years. And during my period, previously I was the principal. I am from the teaching cadre. And principal of the Mysore Ayurvedic College. I am postgraduate from Gujarat, Jamnagar. Jamnagar, I am the postgraduate. Immediately I got the appointment, direct appointment as assistant professor. Then by seniority I became professor, principal, then director. Casually we had come for this program, and principal and himself, they requested to see all of you. You are from the different states, I think so. All are from basic principle department or Charak Samhita, etc. Basic principle. Government colleges, even private colleges. Thank you to see all of you. He is my son-in-law. My daughter is also Ayurvedic MD Panchakarma. She is working in the private average college. She could not get the government job. And he got, now he is likely to be professor now shortly. And she is very good principal, very good academician principal. She was, when I was professor here, she was there. Thank you, all of you.
Dr. A.L. Patil was the principal of Homeopathy Medical College, Government Homeopathy Medical College. And during his period, the college saw some unprecedented growth and development. The first postgraduate department started coming in, and he brought in 6 of it, enhancement of seats, a very dynamic person who's got practically everything required. I must mention about my teacher and our principal, Dr. S. M. Angadi. And it must be a very, very fulfilling moment for the two of them, for him to see the work that his son-in-law has put. Maybe we don't go home and say whatever we have done. So I thought it would be a fit occasion for him and to have his blessings, the senior most amongst us, with the same enthusiasm, with the same interest. The spark in his eyes when he was saying, many people have come from different states and this has been done for 6 days. The interest, even at this age, to know who all have come, what we are doing, that is what makes a man great, and that is what makes them seniors, like the fruit, the tree that comes down when it is laden with fruits, like that they are. The more they grow, the more they bend and they're willing to learn and understand. So I thought it would be a wonderful occasion. Katti suggested, and we thought we must have the two great men of our system come and bless all of us here. So I thank them both for coming. I would request sir to bless you all.
Good morning to everybody. My friend, Dr. Halya, she's a dynamic principal of this institutions. Even my Guruji, Dr. Angdi sir. Sir was retiring. That time only same day I joined here in this government college as a professor in 99. Sir is retired in 2000. 2000. Sir only taken interviews and he selected me as a direct recruitment as I come as a professor. And previously I was working in a private institute as an AM Sheikh Homeopathic Medical College, Belgaum. Really, it is for me, I was worked 15 years in the private institute. Suddenly I entered in government institute. We have seen the lot of regulation, rules. It is very difficult to accommodate and adjust to the situation for this. Really, it is today you are all joined here. This is a very, the training program is a very essential for our upgrading of our knowledge. Usually the knowledge and skill and attitude. These three is an essential because nowadays the students are, they are reading in the Googles and everything they have got the message they will read. But once you will enter in the class, we have to upgrade our knowledge, we have to fight. Nowadays the students are very studious and they are having a lot of information. And today you have come from different states and today it is wonderful to mix together your thoughts, exchanging knowledge, and definitely to upgrading our knowledge to help to the institute. And one thing we have to find out from this as an allopathic system and Ayush system, the difference today we have to face the problem is to documentation. We are very poor in the documentation of our Ayush system for that. Because in allopathic the systems, they will bring so many journals and so many upgradations are there. But we people, even though when I was entered in 2005, compared to a lot of differences, we are getting the information and upgradation of the knowledge also. It is there. Really, it is today is the wonderful days for you people. Because once I entered in the college, I worked as a 5 years professor and immediately I joined as a principal. Within 10 years, Madam already told that is in Karnataka state, highest PG I brought for that is 6 specialties, 28 seats. One thing, upgradation of the college 40 to 100. And even I made one that is we was stayed that time in the private building. I made one college building, one that is a building in my tenure. One more dream was there to bring the research institute. Even I made proposal and everything. I am not able to complete because my tenure is over for that. The one thing even told to Madam also to bring for all the institutions for the research. That is unless and until we have to bring the research, that is the public won't accept our system. I'm telling to all people for that. Many people, even youngsters, they got a lot of knowledge. They put in a correct direction, and definitely will have to improve even youngster also is. I have seen many of the even lecturer, the assistant professor, and they got information is there. The credit goes to Madam has arranged this is the training programs. Definitely it is a very, very essential. This is a 6 days programs, and 6 days you have to leave all matters from work and other things. You have to enjoy today, enjoy 6 days, and to and thanking you one and all.
Plagiarism. So that is again a simple, it will not be very complicated one, it's very simple. So just an idea actually that our Shastras have mentioned actually, what are the means to curb or control the menace of plagiarism. So in various forms they have explained. So again I will be summarizing because I understand your condition. So within my target will be approximately 5 to 50 minutes. I would like to summarize. Okay. So please next. Okay. So first, what are the learning objectives? So understanding Tantra Guna as the desired quality of a treatise, comprehending the Tantra doshas, that is fallacy, shortcomings, lacunas, then understanding plagiarism as a manas, then plagiarism vis-a-vis Tantra dosha, and Tantra Guna that is considered as a tool for curbing plagiarism, and at the end, what is the present day remedy to curb the plagiarism. So we will have a brief introduction to the referencing also. So these are the main learning objectives. First, please. Yes. So why are the Tantra Guna? So they are just like I say again that the Maulik Siddhant, the basic principles of Ayurveda are this. Similarly, the what makes Ayurveda in its present form? It is the quality they have maintained. So that's why given a quote of Gangadhar Roy, Ekekam Munir Yadiyam, Matam Samashritya Chakara Shastram, Jayati Asauso Akhila Shastra Vidya, Kalpad Sarvafat. So what makes Ayurveda Kalpadrum? So it is these qualities actually that have survived since time immemorial. So that is called as Tantra Gunas actually. So Tantra Gunas are the cause of its survival. So then again, Yadi Asti Tad Tadanyatra Yanna I Asti Na Tad Kvachit. So these are all the importance actually why Ayurveda has survived till date. So it is because of these qualities, the highest standards maintained by these years of yore, today that we are talking about Ayurveda in this sanctuary also. Next, please. Okay, so Tantra, again in the morning we talked about it. So what are those? So they beautify any treatise. We have seen Tantrayukti, then Arun Datta included Tachilya, Kalpana, Arthashaya and others as a part of the Tantra Guna. And mainly we are going to talk about the which are the main points of the Tantra Guna described in the Charaka Viman Sthana. Yes. Next. Okay. So now these are the various very, very important points. Buddhimana Atmanah Karya Guru Karma Phalam. The Anubandham Desh Kalocha Viditva. I think you are well versed with each and every word because this sutra is very, very important. Not only for this Tantra Guna or everything, anything you want to achieve in life. You have to think about these points. Karma Phala, Anubandha, Desha, Kala. Okay, they are very, very important points throughout your life. Okay. So accordingly, he says first, if you want to become the physician, Shaka. So first you have to examine the Shastra. So there are various points. We are going to discuss them in detail. So just skip right now. Yes, next. Okay. Now this is the main point actually. So what are the various Tantra Gunas and a modern day understanding of those? So there, it's nothing new. We all know very well about the Tantra Gunas and the way most of us, I talked earlier also, that we are publishing articles or writing books, composing some treatises, some monographs. So actually we are following this. So it's just a systematic methodology actually again. So first is Sumahacha Yashasvicha Dhira Purusha Sevitam Cha. So followed by great, when you enter the first day, the student comes to your college and you attend, take a lecture. So the questions asked by the scholars is quite natural. Sir, which books are to be purchased? So what is the base of that? That is one. Sumahaccha Yashasvi cha Dhir Purusha Sevitam. What book should be followed? What book should be read? So this is to be understood in terms of relevance to the society or mankind. What about its relevance to the society? Again, what about the impact factor? This is very common thing. So today we can adjust Sumad Yashasvi Dhir Purusha Sevitam scientifically in terms of the impact factor. That is, what is the readability of the journal? How many articles have been referred to in the last 2 years actually? So it talks about the impact factor in modern times actually. So you can understand that again included in policy making, some the journals of repute, they are always affecting the policy. So don't take or don't consider any article as okay, let it be. If you are giving some substantial matter, then maybe it may be of great help for the policy making as well as for the society and the mankind. So that is Sumad Yashasvi Dhir Purusha Sevitam. Then Artha Bahulam again, having a lot of references, comprehensive deliberation of the subject, detailed description, grammatical, philosophical, ethical, and other relevant subjects which you are knowing about it these days, ethical committee and all. So it's having all the complete, what are the ingredients or what are the necessary part and parcel required. That is Artha Bahulam, or in review of classics. In modern times, we understand it as a okay. So I think that is Artha Bahulam. Then Apta Jan Pujitam. Now Apta here, I consider Apta in recent times as those who are unbiased. Okay, so a neutral approach or unbiased approach, that is considered as Apta here. So they are approved by competent authority or genuinely peer. So that is to be considered for any treatise or any publication rather. It is properly validated and evaluated. Continuous improvements, additions, revisions. That is the need actually. Whatever doshas are there, some suggestions come and we want to improve. It is a continuous process. So that has to be taken to as the Apta. Next, please. Yes, Trivid Shishya Buddhi Hitam. Again, it's important one. It's beneficial for all the categories because relevance in related scientific fraternity, then demonstrations and illustrations. This has become very important part these days. People trying to develop some animations also. So utilization of technology to play here. Utilization of technology, then again, as I talked about, some animated models can be prepared. So this helps for all the category of the students. So that is important one. Then that is very, very important. Punarukta dosham, Abgat Punarukta dosham. Devoid of repetitions, we know that is the Shabda Punarukta and the Artha Punarukta. Two varieties are there. Then this is very important. It saves the resources. The things which have already been done, if you repeat, so it is a wastage of resources. So it is the importance is saving time and resources. Historical previous works review you make, so you refer already, referencing, and this is very, very important in the plagiarism, curbing plagiarism. So the remedy would be referencing, proper referencing. If you are giving proper referencing, it adds material to whatever you are publishing, and that creates your work, that gives your work some authenticity also. So that is important part. Next, Arsham. Now this is important. Arsham. The treatises composed by the sages, researchers, scientists, or the parikshaka in modern times. You can talk about the parikshaka. So who is an Arsha actually? So Shabda Kalpadrum defines Arsha in a beautiful way. Arsham dharmopadesham cha. Now this dharma again, it's a very complicated issue here. Dharmam, what is dharma? One which is to be followed. Dharma is that which is to be followed, and karya darshan unnayam. And from the karya, you are going to label as this is dharmic or adharmic. So in modern times, actually, I consider dharma as the ethics. The ethical code has to be considered as the dharma here. So that is very, very important. Veda Shastra Virodhina, yah tarken anusandhate again. So everywhere you will find that tarka logic has to be involved. So that's why it is called as the Arsha. So any person who categorizes means it is an ethical one. Ethical guidelines are being followed. It means that yes, it is the best Tantra Guna, I feel. So this is important thing. Puratan Tattva Smarta, who knows Tattva again, philosophy to the roots. Atindriyartha Darsheti. Okay, Atindriyartha Darshi, that's okay. Again, for the Praman only. Then Supranita Sutra Bhashya Sangraha Kramam. Again, we know very well. Sutra Rupena Vyakhya, then the Bhashya, then comes the Sangraha or the collection. So Sutra, we know Suchana Sutrana Chaiva Savanat Chartha Santatehe. So that way you have to understand. Similarly, the Bhashya is an development, further development. Swapadani Chavarnyante Bhashyam Bhashya Vido Viduhu. So Bhashyakar adds his own material. So that is for all of us to accept or to reject. Again, it is not the authentic one, it is the one which has been added. Okay, so again it gives us the only a view of that author. Yes, this is to be written. Okay. So in modern times again, when we prepare protocol, format, pro forma, they are all in the form of Sutra Bhashya, Sangraha Karam. Then Swa Adharam again, there should be some Adhar, well defined logic, foundation, and well-defined aims and objectives. And ultimately, our aim is what is our contribution? What is the contribution of that particular text? There are hundreds of texts available today. You see, the market is flourishing day by day with a variety of books. But actually, what is the author's contribution? That has to be decided. And whether he has, it has having the solid foundation or not. So, considered as the Tantra Guna. Next, please. Anaupatit Shabdam, that is very, very important. Again, everything actually comes under the broad purview of the dharma or ethics or shaucha. So avoidance of grammatically, first you have to avoid grammatically incorrect words or obsolete words which are not in use. Then very, very important, you cannot give any derogatory mark, obscene remark. Okay. Similarly, the word should not lead to embarrassment and you should avoid leading questions. Leading questions means which has its own answer. Just like you cannot ask an unmarried woman, how many kids do you have? So this is very, very important. It is a leading question. So these are to be avoided to remove the embarrassment. So that kind of special care needs to be taken while we are preparing a tantra or the quality of a good tantra. Then Akashta Shabdam, that's clear. Brevity of words, the words should be easy to pronounce. That's okay. Next, please. Pushkala Vidhanam again. Pushkal, rich or sufficient in the content. Then it should cover all the relevant matter clearly. Kramagatartham, the sequence is very, very important. Then again, we require to understand the sequence. We require the various tantra yuktis again. So because we have at various prasanga, due to the prasanga, we have to, sometimes we have to narrate the same topic again and again. So that is the demand of that particular time, that is samaya. So that's why we call Kramagatartham. Then Artha Tattva Vinishchay, again this is very, very important. The whole work is the fulfillment of the aims and objectives and mainly it concentrates on the discussion. Discussion is the main part. So the treatise should strongly conclude and arrive at firm decisions at doubtful places. Main problem is the doubt, the cause of the samshaya, ubhayetu darshanam samshayaha. So that should be, a genuine effort should be made actually, so that the tattva vinishchay can be arrived at. It should abundantly explain main subject matter in comparison to the secondary. What are the text or the book or monograph should distinguish between what is primary, it should be given more importance, and what is secondary, it should be given the secondary importance. Next, please. Then Sangatartham, yes, this is very, very important, non-contradictory, describes or explains what it is supposed to explain. So that is considered as Sangatartham. Or Sankul Prakaranam, that is avoidance of unnecessary deviations. Then Ashu Prabodhakam, yes, easy to comprehend. So whole actually aim of the CME is to easy to comprehend because Padartha Vijnana is considered to be the toughest subject actually in the BMS course. So how to make it understandable? That is the main target. So that's why it is Ashu Prabodhakam. Yes, next please. Lakshanvat, Udharanvat should have all the definitions, scientific terms need to be explained and again well illustrated with proper examples. Okay, next. Okay, then Tantra Doshas. Tantra Doshas, that Dusha, Vaikruti Dhatu, that is which causes the Vikruti or shortcomings, fallacies, defects, lacunae, mainly 15 described by Arun Datta, and there are 2 new added by Professor W.K. Lele. So that we are going to understand. Yes, next. Yes, next, this I am going to explain. Okay, now again we will just go through it fast. Aprasiddha shabdam, it's clear. Unpopular terms or uncommon terms. Dushpranitam, that is wrongly written or composed. Asangatartham, there is no connection between the topics. So it's or does not fulfill its aim. It deviates. So that is prayojana rahitam also. Asukarohi, very difficult to pronounce words. Okay, next. Viruddham, we know very well. 3 types of viruddha have been explained. Drishtanta, Siddhanta, and the Samaya Viruddha. Ati Vistrutam, unnecessary explanations are there which are not required. Ati Sankshiptam, devoid of necessary explanation. So it is the opposite of the Ati Vistrutam. Aprayojan, again, it's the same thing, aimless, directionless, unethical. Bhinna Kramam, that is important without any specific purpose. If we deviate from the topics, that is considered to be the Bhinna Kramam. Sandigdham again. So the gun was Samshay Rahitam. Here, it increases the doubts. Instead of solution, it increases the doubts. So that's why it is considered to be Sandigdham or Sanshay. Yes, next. Punaruktam, it's a main we see when we talk about plagiarism. It's again and again about the Punaruktam. Then Nishpramanakam, without any solid evidence or without necessary particulars, because Ayurveda is based on the mana, it's the measurement. Okay, so that's why it is without that, then it is called as Nishpramanakam. Asamaptartham, abrupt ending, there is no conclusion whatsoever, so that is considered to be Asamaptya Artham. Aparthakam, the arrangement of the words again, Vakya Yojana is improper, that is called as Aparthakam. Vyahatam, again contradictory to each other. Yes, then 2 other Tantra doshas have been explained by Professor Lele. He quotes that, okay, there are 2 others, Anubhav Viruddhata and Atarkikta. Again, I think Ayurveda talks about them in detail. That is against the human experience, that is Anubhav Viruddha. So we can consider it as a Siddhanta Viruddha or the Drishtanta Viruddha. Then Atarkikta, that is irrational one. So these 2 have been added by Lele. Okay. Now, very important topic actually, plagiarism, or some people pronounce it as plagiarism also. So what is that actually? That is a growing menace. Everywhere we see lot of articles, and I think some of us might be reviewers also. So I personally felt actually, I am also associated with 5 journals, and we see that the scholars or the person actually wishing his or her article to be published, they are copying as it is from the Google. They do not remove even the fonts, that is blue colored fonts, and these kind of articles are coming for reviewing. So it's the highest grade of the plagiarism we are seeing these days. So that's why it is very important to understand actually. So all published, unpublished material covered under the definition of plagiarism, all are covered. This includes presentation of someone else's work or ideas even as your own, number 1. That is without consent, you have not taken the proper consent, without acknowledging the person. It is considered as a disciplinary offense again. It is unethical, the main thing again, the adharma which we call, and a breach of the academic integrity. So that is very, very important point regarding the plagiarism. Next, please. Yes, then what are the types of plagiarism? So we see copying, that is the Alpa Praman copying actually, as it is. The words are also as it is, that is copying. Then some smart ones, paraphrasing, they change the word. Okay, so Shabda Punarukta and Artha Punarukta. So Artha Punarukta, that is paraphrasing. They change the word, they are smart actually. Some arrangements are changed, and this is called as paraphrasing. Then collusion, that is unauthorized collaboration. Some collaborations are shown which actually do not exist. So that is called as the collusion. Inappropriate citation or referencing, this also comes under the plagiarism. So referencing has to be very, very important part whenever you are doing any writing work actually. So the main concentration should be on referencing. Referencing should be up to the mark. Okay. Then auto or self-plagiarism. This is also very common. The same, the book you have published, then again you prepare 10 articles of it, 10 articles circulated to different publishing houses. So that is also considered as the offense under the self-plagiarism policy. Okay, so this is again important. Now, Tantra Guna and Dosha as a tool for understanding and curbing the plagiarism again. So now Ayurveda actually talks about it. When you understand the lakshanas of parikshaka, here he clearly explains again, Shrutam buddhi smritir daksham dhratir hit nishevanam vag vishuddhi shamodharyam ashrayanti parikshanam. So here actually Shrutam buddhi smriti daksham hit nishevanam. What is the hita and ahita? Again, he says the rajan, tama, and again, the mansik doshas have been involved in that case. So, actual parikshaka will never go for the plagiarism. Then similarly he says, idam anyuna shabdartham tantra dosh vivarjitam shadvimshata vichitrabhi bhushitam tantrim. Again, it has to be associated with all the devices, tantra guna, tantra, tachilya, arthashaya, everything should be involved for a proper author or for a proper writing work. Next. Again, Shaucham, that is very, very important. We are actually teaching Shauch in kinds of purity, some say mental purity, physical purity. But actually in modern times, I consider Shauch as ethics actually. If we consider ethics, everything is fine, I think. So I think this should be replaced with the ethics. So Shrute Paryavadatatvam Bhusho Dishkamta Daksham Shauchamiti. So that Shauch, if we follow the ethical code, it means we are doing our job. In every field, not only in writing, in practice or everything. What is the word Shauch means? Shauch in present time means the ethics. So that is important part. So then how are you going to understand? Suma Deshasri Dir Purusha se Artha Bahulam, very, very important. The more and more you review, the more and more reference you are adding to your work, it adds to the quality of the work. So it makes clear, okay, the author has read so many books. So that gives a very good impression actually. So it should be always followed with proper referencing. So that's why we have taken Artha Bahulam as a tool for curbing plagiarism with referencing. Without referencing, it is considered as dosha. If you are following with the proper referencing, then it is considered as good. See, that is a line of difference, referencing and copying. So both we have to make it very clear. Then very important, after we have talked about it, it is the unbiased. Okay, double blind, whatever we are, the tools we are using. Unbiased peer review is the need. If you are doing this, yes, that is Aptajan Pujitam, obviously. Next. Abgat Punarukta Dosham, we have talked about it again because it is a clear-cut example of plagiarism, Shabda and the Artha. Then again, you can easily make out. When you are reviewing, you can easily make out plagiarists, they are deviated. There is no theme actually. One paragraph from here, other paragraph from here, some words here and there. So actually you can make it. They use contradictory statements and therefore they are caught. So easily you can make actually. Now these days the various also available, technology is also available to check whether this has been plagiarized or not. Or do not describe or explain what is supposed. Okay. Sankul Prakaranam, they deviate actually. They make it a khichdi kind of thing. They just deviate from the matter. There is no connection. So easily you can say yes, that it has been plagiarized. Next please. Now Tantra Dosha again, this is very easy to understand. Dushpranitam, wrongly composed or wrongly copied, not proper referenced. Asangatartham, non-connection or association of the topics, directionless with deviations. Ati Vistrutam, unnecessary explanations. Ati Sankshiptam, devoid of necessary explanation. Aprayojanam, aimless, unethical. Bhinnakramam, distorted without any proper reason or purpose. Sandigdham, mentioning doubtful subjects without any conclusion. So they are all actually talking about the present day plagiarism. Next, Punaruktam, we have talked Nishpramanakam again, which is not based on some pramana. Asamaptyartham and the Vyahatam. So they are all the Tantra dosha and the plagiarism. So what is the remedy? Because we have to refer. It's clear. We have to take the others' views. So what is the remedy? Remedy is if we are properly referencing. So referencing is the cure. So that's why we are getting a short introduction to the reference writing because it is very, very important to curb plagiarism. Otherwise, in detail, you are going to Google it. You are getting every day whatever updates are there. So here just I am giving you a reference of referencing actually. To reference means to mention the source of information. It is also called as citation. So citation is the way to tell the readers that certain material is a work which came from some other source. Okay, so referencing is the statement of usage of others' idea in a research or in a particular work. Yes. Next. So there are two types of referencing. In-text citations, which we see, or parenthetical citations. So in the sentence itself, in the text itself, you are mentioning and a short information of the source in the text itself. So that is called as in-text citation or within the parenthesis, that is the brackets. And the second is the reference list. So reference list is a detailed information of the source of information. It is always at the end of the paper, article or a book, whatever you are doing. So that is the reference list. Yes, next please. So this is very important difference because generally we, some of us actually commit mistakes between the referencing and bibliography. So both are totally different actually. So reference talks about list of resources used actually in the body of the text. Actually, whatever you are referring actually in the body of the text, that is called as reference. While bibliography is just a collection of the books which you have read. So bibliography material does not mean that you have taken the material in your own work. It is just that you have read those works, so that will be categorized under the bibliography. So list of resources read during the research or during the composition of the book, but was not cited in the body. You did not cite it. You only read it. So that is considered as bibliography. Yes, reference, exact quotation, or you change the words, that is paraphrasing. Bibliography, not directly referred or used as an augmenter. It increases. It gives a very positive impact on the reader. Yes, that the author has gone through all this source material. So that adds actually, that is a value addition for our work. So that is again very important to understand between the difference between reference and the bibliography. Next. So what is the importance of reference writing? It avoids plagiarism, we have seen, academic honesty, integrity, authenticity of the research work. Now we are under a law also. So intellectual property rights that is again very, very important. Then makes the writing persuasive. Most important point is your writing will have a very, very good impact if you are mentioning a lot of references. So in medicine, generally, we have two types of system, a Vancouver system, which is also called as author number system, and Harvard system, which is also called as author date system. Next, please. Okay, so the other reference styles, mainly there are only two in medicine. Others are also there. APA, again, it is American Association actually, is an author date based style. Emphasis is based on the author and date. MLA style, again, it is particularly used by the arts and humanities. This is not used by the medical journals or books. Harvard is very similar to the APA style. Next, please. So referencing style, continuing, Vancouver system is mainly used. Okay, Vancouver is mainly used in medical books or the papers, and Chicago and Turabian are separate styles but similar to the Harvard and APA. Okay, next. So medicine, we have seen it is a Vancouver system, which is author number, and Harvard system, author date system. Next. So Vancouver style, we will have a brief introduction to these two actually. So it is a very old system actually. It started in 1978. Author number, we have seen. It is the modified version of American Medical Association, AMA method it was called earlier. One of the two main systems which is used in medicine. So here we use, it is author number system. Here we use number within the text, just 1, 2, 3, 4. We are not mentioning the author name and the date. We are measuring, writing only the numbers. Okay. And that refer to numbered entries in the reference list. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you go to the detailed references. And Medline and PubMed, they use the Vancouver style. Then current incarnation of this is Citing Medicine. This is a new avatar actually of it, which is Citing Medicine, NLM, National Library of Medicine, USA. Next, please. Okay, so labeling of citations, again, we are well aware. The references are numbered consecutively, 1, 2, 3, 4. Arabic numerals are in parentheses, square brackets, superscript. The numbers are written. There are various varieties actually. So according to your format, you can choose any of them. Or a combination to the left or inside. Okay, that's fine. Next, please. Okay. Okay, so again, labeling of including page numbers. How to include the page numbers? So not usually included with the citation number. Whenever we are giving the citation number, it is not usually included. If required, can be added. Okay, so there is no rigid formula for this. So whatever you are following the particular journal or a style, you are free to adopt these methods. More than one reference at a time, then you have to use a dash between and the commas. Okay, next. So references list, in the end you have to give the reference list. They are listed in numerical order and in the same order in which they are cited in the text. It is not following the alphabetical order actually. So it is the numbers. should begin on a new page and title references, okay, should include all and only those references which have been cited. So that is again important. Arabic numerals are to be used, and journal titles are abbreviated, which you see in the various journals. What is their officially short title? So that you have to use. Next, please. So again, print and electronic general rules. Enter author's surname first, followed by no more than 2 initials and full stop. Then if more than one author, all the author's name and separate each by comma and a space. For articles with 1 to 6, list all authors. For articles with more than 6, you have to add the suffix et al. Then only the first word of the article title and words that normally begin with a capital letter are capitalized. Journal titles are abbreviated as per the PubMed journals. You can go through the website and you can get the what are the journal abbreviations. Next. Now this is a very important one. This is the preferred system. If nothing has been mentioned that which system has to be taken over, so you have to go for the Harvard style. So that is author date system, also called as parenthetical style. Author date again divides into 2, primarily used in natural sciences and social sciences and American Psychological Association. Author title or author page, primarily used in the arts and humanities. Next. Okay. So citations, primary referencing, citing one author, primary and secondary referencing, I think you know. Primary means the original work, secondary means you are using a citation which is not the original, which itself has copied from some other book. So that is called as secondary referencing. So citing one author, a recent study you can see, find medical research, Henderson, that is author's name and the date. That's why it is called the author date system. Okay, it's next please. Citing 2 or 3 authors, it includes the names of all the authors. See, and you have to use Arami and Garner 2008. Then evidence shows that providing virtual laboratory, this is again an example. And the last you have to add and 3 authors can be named. Next. 4 or more authors, again here it is et al has to be used after 4. While in you see the previous one, Vancouver system, 6 authors and then et al. So that's again a minor difference between the case. So the same author if different works are repeated. So you have to use the A, B, C, D. So that will show, yes, the same author is repeating. So lower case has to be used. 2015 A, B. In this way you have to do. Okay. Okay, fine. Next. Okay, yes. I think so. I've summarized it. So the main thing actually, it's just an effort actually that Tantra Guna and Tantra Dosha are already available in Ayurveda. So need is, and we are all aware actually that plagiarism has to be curbed. That is the very, very important issue these days. These days, this is the condition if you think that, okay, I have written this many books, then it does not have the same impact which used to have 10, 15 years back. Okay, some people even say that, okay, they have, okay, he's a very good Control C and Control V master. So that has been a very negative impression these days. So it's very, very important to curb this menace. Okay, I think.